Hello, it's Justin from Henshin Hangout, and let's talk about the White Ranger. Now, let's be clear, I'm not talking about Tommy, who was the former Green Ranger, who then became the White Ranger, and then became the leader of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. What I'm talking about is the origins of the White Ranger costume and its footage. So, let me explain to you guys about Kibaranger, the 6th member of Gosei Sentai, Dairanger. Very quick, loosey-goosey summary of Dairanger. This show is about the battle between the Dai tribes and the evil Gorma tribes. In order to fight the Gorma, a man named Master Kaku picked 5 Utes, does that sound familiar? Who each have high levels of ki to become the Dairangers. Before we go into Kibaranger, I want to ask you a question. What memories do you have about Tommy as a White Ranger? Is it the fact that Tommy was the first Ranger to jump from one color to another? Was it the fact that Tommy became the first leader of the Power Rangers that wasn't a Red Ranger? Do you remember the fact that he had a talking sword named Saba? How about the White Tiger Sword? It's a pretty nifty robot. Okay, so let's break it down. Talking sword, cool Zord, Tommy's return, and he's the leader of the Power Rangers. Got it? Cool. Let me introduce you to Ko. Yeah. That little brat is Kibaranger. Ko is a 10-year-old kid whose inspiration is very clearly Bart Simpson, who is summoned by, I'm going to say this as slow as I can, Bayako Shinken, a mystical weapon with a tiger head, to become Kibaranger. To become Kibaranger, Ko's body actually kind of turns into an adult body, and that's kind of a way to hide the fact that he's a little kid. Another way to kind of hide the fact that Ko's a kid when he's the Kibaranger is that Bayako Shinken actually speaks for him. So he's kind of, Ko's sort of like pantomiming while Bakayoko Shinken is actually doing all the talking. So we're kind of hiding the fact that Ko's a kid. Ko also kept his identity a secret from the Dairangers. As for his White Tigers, Kibaranger's robot is actually called a mystical Chi Beast Wand Tiger, a robot that was born, not built. Because in Dairanger, robots are born. I have problems with Ko. First, he's infatuated with Rin, Dairanger's Pink Ranger. And in his first episode alone, Ko tells Rin that you're my sister forcibly, and then he grabs her boobs and then steals her purse. That's in episode 1 of Ko's introduction. Later, when he does become Kibaranger, he uses his powers to create a gust of wind to see up girls' skirts. I don't like him. He's a character that's supposed to be mischievous, but instead comes off as I don't know how to put it, an annoying pervert. To be fair, Ko somehow does get a little better throughout the show. But in his first 4 episodes, yeah, boy, my patience with him gets real short. Though Dairanger is still considered to be a highly regarded Sentai, but in my opinion, Ko's introduction to the series is rough, to say the least. Try as they might, while it seems like their intention was to make the Sentai equivalent of Bart Simpson, I think his introduction made him look more like Poochie. You know, because I'm imagining Toei going like, oh, where's Ko? Why, that's what they do. Where's Ko? They should ask the kids that. Where's Ko? Ko should be on screen. That's what I feel like they did. But like I said, without going into spoilers, Ko does end up getting some pretty interesting characterization, and he even gets an exciting arc or 2. If you want to see for yourself how Ko develops in Dairanger, it is available to watch on DVD, and I do highly recommend it because that show gets buck wild. That's all we have for today. Please check out my podcast. It's both the Spielberg one and the remake one. It's going to be in the links below. And of course, check out the webcomic I co-created called Shining Yusha. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to that hashtag show to keep up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture. See ya.